is no one like you. Welcome, Jesus. With this sound of worship, hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Great I am, we bow down. We fall down at your feet. You holy.
Hallelujah.
You are holy.
Hallelujah.
You are God alone. Nobody like you. There is no one that can be compared to you. You are holy. Lift your voice and say, He is God alone. We raise our hands as a sign of worship. Nobody like our God. Nobody like our God. We exalt your holy name. Say, Holy One. Yahweh, 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 you are greater. Yahweh, 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 you are God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Angels sing, the elders bow down. Glory and honor belongs to God. Hallelujah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special edition of Night Talk. I'm very glad to be back again. This is Mr. Kwame, and I know that we are going to have a very awesome time tonight. There is something interesting that we're going to talk about today, and I know it's going to be very helpful to everybody. So don't go anywhere. Call your friends to just tune in. If you are driving, listen in, and it's going to be something worth your time. We are going to engage in something very productive, something very, worth digesting. So it's going to be really good. So I am going to try and kind of pick up from where we left up last week. Last week I was talking about some key things you must understand as you approach relationship. But today the special topic is I have a book on what I call the 50 definitions of marriage. The 50 definitions of marriage, and I'm going to talk about 5 of those. We might not finish all 5 today, but I'm going to take my time and talk about 5 of those. So if we don't finish the 5, we're going to continue to finish the 5 definitions of marriage, and then we will talk a little bit also about church and marriage. It has come up a lot that some people are saying, let the pastors leave us alone and let us have our marriages so that they don't interfere with it. So I'm going to be talking about the role of the church in the family and how much critical it is for us to understand what the church, the role of the pastor in your private marriage. We'll be talking about that when we finish the 5 definitions of marriage. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back for us to talk about the first definition of marriage on our 5 definitions of marriage. This is your pastor Kwame on Night Talk. God bless you.
Doctor on the beat.
For those of you that are afraid, hey, side. I am saved. It's not giving me spirit of fear. It's not giving me a reason to fear. He has given me power and a sound mind. So I don't fear who. I don't fear who. I don't fear who. I don't fear who. You're not alone, no. God is in control. The Lord on your side, you are safe. You're not alone. You're not alone. God is in control. You're not alone. The Lord on your side, you're not alone. You are safe. I know they fear. Waiting like they do. The Lord on my side. I am safe. I'm not afraid. 'Cause I am not alone. God is in control. God is in control. I am not safe. I am not alone. God is in control. God is in control. God is in control. God is in control. I don't fear who. Waiting like they do me. The Lord on my side. I am safe. I'm not alone.
All right, God bless you. This is Pastor Kwame here. We are on our 9th talk show, and for the next an hour and a half, we are going to be engaging in some critical subjects. Today we're talking about marriage. We are on our 3rd show, and we've taken time to look at some dating and some relationship, and I want to talk about marriage. Marriage is one of the things that is bittersweet. It has become an institution that you don't know what to do with it. It is destroying people's life, but it is also not, you can't substitute it for anything. Marriage has become an issue for the 20th century. Marriage has become an issue for the 21st century. Marriage has become an issue in the church. Marriage has become an issue. Everywhere you turn, you realize that marriage is an issue. It's a problem, it's a solution at the same time. And so it becomes important that we begin to take time and invest in what I call marriage. Marriage is very complex. When you see 2 professors, 2 PhD students, 2 PhD graduates fighting like kids in marriage, you know marriage is very difficult. And people who are in it want to come out. People who are out want to go in. So it's a real challenge. So today I want you to hear me as I talk about these definitions. Let me start with a quick story. There's a story about blind men who went and wanted to know how an elephant looked like. According to the story, when these blind men went to the market square to examine the elephant, the story says that when they went, one touched the tail of the elephant and said that an elephant looks like a snake because they touched the tail of the elephant. The second one went and touched not the tail but the side of the elephant, and the person came back and said an elephant looked like a wall. The other one touched also the leg and said the elephant looked like a tree. The other one touched the trunk. So depending on where they touched the elephant, they all concluded that the elephant looked like the side they touched. That is how marriage is. Marriage has so many sides to it, and depending on the size you touch, you might have a wrong definition of marriage. So my book that I base this show on is called 50 definitions of marriage. That means 50 different angles of marriage that I have put together. So I'm going to show you 5 of those angles today so that you can benefit. So when it's time for the phone call, when it's time to test your questions, go ahead and test your questions, because it's going to be a very thought-provocative time that we are going to have. I'm dealing with the first 5 definitions. Today, I might even tackle 2, and next Tuesday, we will bring the rest. But let's begin and get excited about the first definition of marriage. All right? So, get your pad, get your pen, get your paper. Let's go to class. The first definition of marriage is, are you ready for this? The first definition. All right, I did that just to get your attention. The first definition of marriage, I've turned all the sound down because I want you to get this. Marriage is like customer service work. Your partner is your number one customer you don't want to miss or lose. Let me say it again. Marriage is like customer service work. Your partner is your number one customer you don't want to lose. Do you get that? Marriage is like customer service work. Your partner is your number one customer you don't want to lose. I'm going to begin this conversation by explaining to you why businesses use customer service. Why businesses use customer service. Now, let me define customer service for you. Customer service is the process of using niceness to affect the bottom line of a business. I want to clearly speak my accent so we can hear every word I'm enunciating. No slang today. Customer service is the act and the skill of using niceness to affect the bottom line of a business. All right. So the reason businesses use customer service is not because they like the customers. The reason businesses use customer service is not because they are good people. The reason businesses use customer service is because of the bottom line of the company. The bottom line of the company is what I call so I want to define a bottom line for you. The bottom line of a company is the data, or it is the bookkeeping, or it is the accounting spreadsheet of the company that outline the expenses and the profit. When they subtract and add and divide and all, the last line in the spreadsheet or the account paper, the last line is called the bottom line. That's where that word came from. And the bottom line shows whether the company is doing well or the company is in the red. So every CEO, every accountant, every business, their number one priority is the bottom line of the company. So customer service is a skill that companies use to affect positively the bottom line. So the reason they are nice to you is because they want their bottom line to stay green. They don't care about you. They don't, you can meet the most racist customer service, and when you enter, they'll say, "Hi, Prince Charming, come on here." You are not Prince Charming. If you meet the same person outside, she will curse you. But the reason they are using niceness is because of the bottom line. So every company uses niceness as customer service technique to affect the bottom line of the business. In the customer service school, there's a crazy statement. They say the customer is always right, which is not true. But the reason they say that is because every person bringing you money should be seen as right. So let me let you understand before we go into our definition. Customer service is a nice way of affecting the company's bottom line. It is the money in your pocket they want. That's why they are nice to you. They don't care about you. That's why when you are coming, they smile. But sometimes when you are returning it, they don't smile. So businesses use niceness to affect their bottom line. They don't care about you at all. So no matter how upset you are, they will be nice because they know a happy customer today is a potential customer tomorrow. Do you understand that? So if you don't understand that, you only understand the definition of marriage that is connected to this. So remember that businesses are nice using that as their customer service, not because they like the customer, but because they like their bottom line to stay green. They want a lot of purchases. They want to keep the customers happy so they come again. Not because they like the customers. Do you understand that? So it's purely a financial move. All right. Now that you understand that, let me go to the definition of marriage. So you ask the question, Pastor, so are you saying that we should do the same thing in marriage? I'm going to show you in a minute. All right. So marriage is like customer service work. Your partner is your number one customer you don't want to lose. So just as corporations do that to ensure that they are profitable as a business, I want you to understand that that's how marriage is like. All right, now let's continue the conversation. What I want you to understand is that point one, if businesses, now before I even say that, I want to explain to you that marriage is more important than a business. Marriage is more important than a business. And I have to explain that because some people might not believe that. Because I'm going to tell you that if businesses are using customer service to make sure the business is profitable, and marriage is more important than business, then marriages should do that 5 times. Should have 5 times level of niceness in the marriage. Now let me show you why marriage is more important than business. Everybody that goes to business so they can provide for the family. We all go to work so we can provide for the family. That's the first reason. Reason number 2, every country, every community, every society is a product of small families. We come from families. So the home is the building block of a nation. If the home is broken, the nation is broken. It doesn't matter how many businesses you have in the country. If the families are not doing well, the country is not doing well. Because it is a family that makes a society. Everybody comes from a family. And if the family is broken, the country is broken. So family is more important than business. Family is the cell of a society. Broken families is a broken society. Broken family is a broken country. So family is more important than business. So if businesses are using the art of niceness to keep the business going, and family is more important than business, then family must be 10 times nicer to keep each other together. All right, now that I've established that, let's continue. So I'm going to give you 4 reasons why you have to be a customer service person to your partner in marriage. So what I'm trying to bring to attention before I give you the 4, what I'm trying to say is that if you are acting nice in your business, it's because, let me say like this, if the customer service representative, you are insulting her on the phone, but she is still calming down, it's not because she is in love with you and she's letting go of your kind of your insult on the telephone line. It is because they are looking at the bottom line of the company. So if you are going to insult them and still give them your money, they will take the insult, because that is how they keep the business going. So that the only reason they are also not insulting you back is because they want to keep you as a customer. So understand that the issue you are bringing to the girl under the counter or behind the counter, they don't care about the issue. All they care is that you are okay. That's why they will replace it for you if it's broken. They don't even care why you are mad. They want to make sure that you don't stay mad and leave the company. All right. So let's continue. When it comes to your marriage, I will teach you today the bottom line of every marriage. when it comes to your marriage, you are nice to your partner, not because he is cute or handsome or she is good. You are nice because of the bottom line of the marriage. You are nice to the girl, you are nice to the man, not because she deserves it, not because he deserves it, but because of the bottom line of the marriage. And a lot of people are fighting because they have no idea the bottom line of the marriage. And so I'm going to show you in this show the bottom line of marriage, so that you will use that to forgive. You will use that to be nice in the marriage. So when you forgive your partner, she'll be like, why is she forgiving me? Because she doesn't know that you are not forgiving her for her, but you are forgiving her because of the bottom line of the marriage. So a lot of people are destroying their own marriages because they are not looking at the bottom line. They are looking at the partner. They're looking at how they treat them, but they are forgotten about the bottom line of the marriage. So the best thing that will happen to you this evening is that you're going to know the bottom line of marriage, and it's going to change your life. I'll be right back to continue the first definition of marriage. Like you, welcome Jesus. With this sound of worship, hallelujah,
Hallelujah.
hallelujah,
Hallelujah.
great I am, we bow down. We fall down at your feet. You holy,
Hallelujah.
you are holy.
Hallelujah.
You are God alone. Nobody like you. There is no one that can be compared to you. You are holy. Lift your voice and say, He is God alone. We raise our hands as a sign of worship. Nobody like our God. Nobody like our God. We exalt your holy name. Say, Holy One. Yahweh, 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 you are greater. Yahweh, 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 you are God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. The angels sing, the elders bow down. Glory and honor belongs to God. Hallelujah. Welcome back to Night Talk. All right. So we are talking about the first definition of marriage. Let me recap. The first definition of marriage goes like this. Marriage is like customer service work. The number one customer you don't want to lose is your partner. Your partner is your number one customer you don't want to lose. Now, the reason businesses use customer service is to affect the bottom line of the company. It has nothing to do with how much they care about their customers. It has everything to do with the profitability of the business. If they will smile, if they will call you Mr., if they will call you Princess, if they will call you Queen, if they will greet you in the door, is because they like your money. So they will do everything so that the company will be profitable. So they don't care about you. You can come screaming, insulting them. They will still talk nice to you, because a happy customer today is a potential customer tomorrow. And I came to let you understand that in the same way, you have to run your marriage like that, because marriage is more important than a business. Because marriage is the building block of a nation. Marriage is the building block of the world. Marriage is the building block of the society. When people are not happy at home, they can't be happy at work. When people are not happy at home, the whole society will be destroyed. Broken homes is the number one way to break a society. So marriage is 10 times important than a business. We go to work to provide for our family. We don't go to family to provide for our work. Do you understand that? So family is fundamental. Family is important, and the home is more important. So if businesses are using customer service, marriages must quadruple the effort. Marriages must increase in trying to be nice and super nice to keep the businesses of the family going. All right, so that's where we got to. So I want you to know you have to do that. Now, we are going to go through the 4 reasons you must treat your life partner as your number one customer. So when you treat them as your number one customer, when they do something wrong, you let go, not because you are cheap, not because you are a fool, not because you are not strong, not because you don't know Jesus, or not because you are a doormat, but because you are running a business and the bottom line is important to you. And so today, like I said, if you didn't hear anything at all in the Night Talk, you will learn the bottom line of marriage. There's a bottom line of marriage, and I want to uncover that for you. And that is the reason why you are nice in your family. Not because you are a fool, not because you didn't see that he was flirting with the other girl, not because you didn't see that he has been unfaithful before, not because you didn't see that he doesn't buy you a gift, but you have let all that go and you are so nice to her, you are so nice to him because of the bottom line of the marriage. All right, so let's go on with the conversation. So number 1, the reason you are nice to your partner even though he doesn't deserve it is because 1, your marriage is your home, not your building. Your marriage is your home, not your building. You understand? So the reason why your partner is acting crazy, but you are so nice, is because your marriage is your home, not the building you are in. When you get married, you buy a home. And so you don't want to be homeless. So you are doing everything to make sure the environment in your house is nice. Niceness is a healing fragrance in every home. The reason you are nice is because you want your home to be nice. The reason you are not fighting, you are not always throwing things at each other, is because that is where your soul sleeps. This is where your soul goes to bed. I don't want to come home and fight. I don't want to come home and quarrel. I don't want to come home and start exchanging words. I want to come to a nice place so my soul can have a place to rest. That's why I don't fight you, because my marriage is my home. So I always act nice to you, because if I don't act nice to you, I'm disturbing my home. I want my home to be a nice place, because that's where my soul sleeps. Without a nice home, you are homeless in your soul. Your soul needs a place where it can come and rest. Your soul needs a place where it can come and relax. So when you come and he has done all the crazy things in the house that you don't, some husbands, they are very picky. They don't like things all over the place. But when you come and things are all over the place, you still act nice to her, because you don't want your home to be a place where there is disturbance and there is negative energy and there is quarreling, there is no peace. You want a peaceful home where your soul can rest. So you are nice to your partner, because your marriage is your home. And ain't nobody got time for this. You don't have time for talking, for stress. No. De-escalate the situation and pretend you have not seen the mess. You come home, you want your home to be a home. I'm not saying just forget about every bad thing that happens, but I'm saying that you must make sure that as much as possible, you are not going to lose your niceness in the home. Because you don't do that for your partner, you do that for yourself. When your partner is acting crazy, trying to fight you, you say, honey, yes, it's my fault. Yes, so that you always keep a very kind, clean home. So one of the partners is going to be the customer, but you have to be the customer service. They will start complaining. They will start yelling. They will say, please, whatever it is, I'm going to take the full responsibility. What can I do to solve this? That's how customer service behave. What can I? Not because what they are saying is true, but because they are not aware that they are trying to destroy your home, and you are too smart to let somebody destroy your home. So when they start acting crazy, when they start acting out of control, you just become a customer service. Hello, dear, I am so sorry. Please, what can I? And you're also a human being. You also get tired. But the point is, you are not looking at the person's stupidity. You are understanding that I cannot let my home be that crazy. If my partner is crazy, I am not crazy. I will not play to his game and create confusion in my home. Because my soul needs a quiet place to sleep. So let my husband rattle. Let my wife talk nonsense. I will just calm down and say, ma'am, my love, sweetheart, I am so sorry. And she'll go like, you're always sorry, you're always sorry. And they will be yelling and say, please, I am very sorry. Is there anything I can do to make you comfortable? You de-escalate the situation, not because she is right, not because he is right, but because you want a peaceful home for your soul. If it's your fault, you say I'm sorry. If it's not your fault, you say I'm sorry, because of the peace you want, which is one of the bottom lines of marriage. Your marriage is your home, not the building you live in. Your marriage is your home, not the apartment you live in. And so you want that peaceful place for your soul. So you act like a customer service. When your partner is insulting you, I have regretted marrying you. You are a stupid man. You are this, you are that, and you are quiet. And people think you are a fool, but they don't know that you understand the bottom line of marriage. One of the bottom lines of marriage is that marriage is your home. The reason customers service, they don't insult you back, is because their paycheck is what you are insulting. When you don't buy things from them anymore, they lose their paycheck. So they look at the paycheck and they say, you just insult us all you want. So long as we are collecting your money, we will see who is who. So when your partner is insulting you and all, just calm down and understand that you have no idea. So you will go to sleep and they cannot sleep because for you are creating a peaceful environment. So the reason you are nice all the time to your partner is because your marriage is your home, and your home is where your soul sleeps, and you want your soul to sleep in tranquility. That is why you are nice to your partner. I'm going to take the second point and then I'll be back to continue the conversation. The first definition of marriage. Write your questions down. When it's time for question and answers, we're going to open the line and then you can ask your questions.
I trust your plans for me. I trust your will for me. So yes, you can, number right, my beloved child on the first side. Yes, anytime you can override my will. My joy is flowing like a river.
Juncture on the beat.
I got joy in my heart. I got joy in my heart. My joy is flowing like a river. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of our God. I got joy in my heart. I got joy in my heart. There is a river whose streams make me glad. From the city of our God. I got joy in my heart. I got joy in my heart. I got joy in my heart. Joy in my heart. I got it. My joy is flowing like a river. I got joy. I got joy. I got peace. I got peace. I got love. I got love. I got hope from the city of our God. Got love. I got peace. I got peace. I got hope. I got love. From the city of our God. 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 I got it. I got it. I got it.
All right, welcome back to Nine Talk. So we are doing the first definition of marriage. Marriage is like customer service. Your partner is your number one customer you don't want to lose. All right, so we are dealing with the reasons you have to be nice, and I've talked about it. Let's continue. The second thing I want you to understand, let me talk about the first one. The first thing is because your marriage is your home, and your home is where your soul sleeps, and you want a peaceful place for your soul. That is why you are acting nice, even though your partner doesn't deserve the niceness, but you want it for yourself. Number two, marriage is non-refundable. Oh, you have to hear this. Marriage is non-refundable. Marriage is non-refundable. That is why you are nice. The bottom line of marriage is that marriage is non-refundable. You can't get the things you put in marriage back. Are you hearing me? Marriage is non-refundable. You understand? Number one, the love you put in marriage is non-refundable. So when your partner start acting crazy, you are nice to your partner because the amount of love, since you started loving this man, you guys started loving each other when you were even in your 20s. The love you have shown this guy, the back and forth, the up and down, and all the love, all the care, all the gift, all the things you have showered on this guy that you have finally married him, all the love and care you have invested into this relationship. You don't can't get it back when the marriage collapses. So because of that, you are nice. You say, Pastor, these are all selfish reasons. No, they are not selfish reasons. These are all truthful reasons. Marriage is non-refundable. So you want to be nice in the marriage because of the bottom line. The love you are putting, when you go out, you can't get it back. You understand me? The love you have invested night and day, the sacrifices you have put in this marriage, you can't get it back. So because of that, you do everything in your power to stay nice and to keep the marriage going. I know some people will say it's not worth it sometimes. I'm tired of this. I've loved and loved and loved and loved. You are tired of this because you think you have another something to go to. I tell people all the time, any friend of you that tells you leave your marriage and be free, after you leave your marriage, when you call them, they won't pick up. They'll tell you that the same people that told you to leave your marriage, they'll say, hey, I didn't say leave your marriage and come and marry me. I also have my life to live. So only a fool will leave their marriage because their friends say so. So you are nice in the marriage. You are nice in the marriage because you can't get the love you are putting back. It is your thing. If you disappoint yourself and you don't commit suicide, then when the marriage disappointment comes, you don't cast the marriage out. Do you understand me? So I want you to know that and make sure that you act right. We are going to go to the other side of the show today. So in a few minutes time, I'm going to go on a little break and I'll be back and we'll continue on our talk, which is the definition of marriage. God bless you.
Your promise is true. You won't fail me. You won't fail me. Your word has lifted me. Your promise is true. You won't fail me. You won't fail me. You God, you give my life. Even when things don't go my way, I trust your word for me. Even when I don't see your hand, I trust you.